What's up, YouTube? Bam, and welcome to another edition of Wolf King's Vids. I'm Rusty Adversary. Let's get into this. Okay, so today we're going to be going into the story of John Shaw, who a few days ago was killed for trespassing on an island in India. John Shaw was quoted in his diary saying, I'm going into Satan's last stronghold to preach the gospel to the Sentinelese who were protected by Indian law against outsiders coming to their island for fear of being exposed to disease. And John Shaw, who knew that he was breaking the law, did this because he was obsessed with spreading his religious beliefs amongst these tribal people, and didn't care about the consequences. Although he expressed some fear, he did it anyway, and that was the end result: his death by the tribes people. Now, this sparked outrage amongst the conservative groups in the United States, and they were calling for justice for John Shaw's death against the Sentinelese tribe. And some political commentators have commented, it's funny that we are in the aftermath of the holiday of Thanksgiving, right? After we enjoyed food, family, and togetherness, we're considering threatening the lives of an indigenous people for the crime of not adhering to our cultural norms, basically, for protecting themselves against infection, which we have, well, certain people have a history with exposing other people towards in American history. But it's just funny. If we're not careful in how we deal with this situation, we might end up repeating this history, because this is how genocides start. But mainly, these people were just trying to protect themselves and their culture from being completely exposed to something foreign and dangerous. It has nothing to do with his religious beliefs. And this guy, he was killed because of his own ignorance and because he didn't understand this. He went out of his way to avoid being caught by Indian authorities to do this, and he suffered the consequences. No one forced him to do this. He did this on his own, based on his own fanaticism, and that's what cost him his life. It was his own ignorance and foolishness, and that's what did it. But there needs to be a focus on the human rights perspective. These people cannot be held responsible for this guy wanting to preach his dogma. All right, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and in the eyes of the law, they are the victims, not this guy. The only thing that this guy's a victim of is his own fanaticism and foolishness. But that's all I got to say. That's my 2 cents on the situation. This has been Wolf King. Peace out. If you like this video, you know what to do. Stop by at Dare to Know and Hail Satan. Oh, but before I go, the Trump administration hasn't really commented on this as of yet, but I doubt the case is really going to go further, other than some blowback. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hail Satan and peace out.